What's up guys, here for a quick one this week. I have got a very busy week, so Wednesday I'll be doing this video and I'm mainly going to showcase one thing, but I will be breaking down my analysis for the week, which I did do in my last video on the weekend in a life, but I will also talk through what we've done this week up to this point and what I'm expecting for the end of the week and really all that good stuff. And of course, if you guys are looking for big discounts on your prop firm accounts and challenges, look no further than Prop Firm Match, the best prop firm comparison website in the industry. Use the link in my description to join my group as well. Enjoy this one, guys. Let's start with DXY. Coming into this week, obviously, we're chopping between these ranges. And I think last week we had to hold a lot of pullbacks after coming back into these liquidity highs. And you know what, to keep it simple, really, I can see the daily is looking a lot more cleaner, where I'm expecting higher highs and higher lows to remain respected. We did create a lower high there, but really, we've had to fall back into this huge demand zone where we've got order block fair value gap. I'm really expecting price after we form that higher low to finish the week to continue up and clear that high above 100 really. As for EU, we finished the week looking like this. I took a loss last week. This was the second position that I took on Friday and really was expecting the same thing. I like the way on the weekly time frame, you know, we came up to this fill area order block and we rejected it, and to some degree we're kind of now expecting to see this pullback would be the cue for us to start taking out the lows, and we did form equal lows there last week as well. So that's what I was eyeing up for the week. And really, because of the pullback being most of last week, I just wanted to see the downside instantly, which we've obviously now seen some movement. And as for GU, really looking the same. I wasn't liking the daily as much, and obviously with my TPs being down here and I've held this trade for over 4 weeks, I was discussing about the fact last week I probably should have closed out, and to be honest, I'm just being greedy with the payouts because I'm in 2 positions as well and they're both 1% risk. I'm just going to be way too high in profit that I'm risking FTMO having an issue with the payout. I was up 5% overall between the two, and what I did do on one of the FTMO accounts was close one of the accounts, so I got my refund actually today and I got the payout yesterday. With the second account, which I was still running on the 200k funded account, I was holding these trades into this week, but I remembered that I wasn't going to be greedy and let myself run into loads more profit and not close out, which I'll be discussing today what happened with the FTMO account there, with the other one being that small payout. So let's go into the week. Monday, DXY gapped up a little bit, pulled back and then closed weird. EU looked okay, and really what I was eyeing up on the daily time frame is I wanted to see this area break because we created imbalance last week and we need to see that negated and broken through to continue the move down. Otherwise, what we could see, and you've always got to be reliant on understanding the opposite direction to what your idea is, because if you don't look at that and you just think it's going to go down, well, you can't make any judgments when it does do that, and then you've got to understand why it did that when really you should be understanding that already when you did the trade. Same as for GU, and we obviously saw the same area which I wanted to see broken because we did tap into it Friday. So EU, yep, we started bearish, but we're into that area now. So it's a very key point going into Tuesday what we did. We didn't even get there on GU. So then Tuesday on DXY, we did see upside. And today, currently, we are trying to go up again. This is a key area because this is where we failed previously on 2 occasions in the week to actually try and break through this. So it's going to be important we don't create another lower high because then we can start dropping. I don't really want to see deeper pullbacks into all of these areas of liquidity on the dollar index there. And EU, we did continue down. I've actually broke through that gap, so I'm really liking EU to come further down. I'm really looking for that TP to be hit before the end of the week. And then GU, we did actually come down quite nicely, especially this morning. We saw the CPI come out, same as previous, lower than expected by 0.2, and we have seen a bit of pound downside from that point, which I think we'll continue to see. And I have kept all my other accounts running. I'm not going to go through all my accounts, did that last week, but I will be doing them after the trades have played out, of course. So what did I end up doing? I have decided in the end, and I closed out when price was around, but at 11317, I was going to close both of these positions out because I was up 4% nearly on the FTMO, and we can go to that now. I don't know what's happening with this, but I did, there we go, close that trade out. 3.8%-ish profit, and that's a big payout. It's about a $6,000 payout, and if you look at my previous payouts, I've not actually had a payout that big yet, so I should be grateful that I'm getting that. My other payout of $90 still isn't here yet. Not that that's the most important thing, but this will be the biggest payout because my previous biggest payout was 4.9, whereas this one's going to be 6.2. So 6.2 is a lot more. And to be honest, I hadn't had a payout for a long time, so I need that payout really. And I did discuss last week my mistakes, and I've rectified them mistakes. And I think I'm happy going into the next month that I've clawed back my 2 FTMO drawdowns that I was in for a period of 2 to 3 months, secured a refund and 2 payouts. Can't go wrong. It's a good thing, and I'm happy with it. Can't say much more than that. Obviously, live account, I'll be holding all trades to TP or stop loss because that is the live account. And I'm realising now the payouts are coming in, put more money into my live account and start growing that even more. Then when it comes to challenges and that, also going to leave them to run because unless they hit phase 1 pass or phase 2 pass as well, I need to be higher risking on that and taking that chance. But the other funded accounts, I'm going to see what I do with the Fivers account, which I'm going to be around. If these trades win, I'll be around entry, break even on that 100k. The funded next, I'll get a tiny payout on EU. I'm only in EU on that, and I'll get like $150 payout, $100 payout. Maybe if there's swaps, maybe nothing, but it will mean all my FTMO, Fivers, funded next, funded accounts, which is 600k, is all back at entry and break even, ready for that next load of moves, which is something that I haven't been in that position since June. So very, very good for that. I'll just go again, really. So key takeaway on this one was I got an FTMO payout of $90. I got my refund last week, processed that during this week, but got that from last week, and then ended up getting a profit of nearly 4% on my FTMO funded account, which I've never done before. So only good things to take going into the rest of the month and the rest of the year, in fact, where if there's a very good November, December, I'm going to receive a lot of payouts, and it's going to be a very, very good time. So hope you guys enjoyed that one. Very, very quick one from me, but obviously getting to the point and obviously talking through what I'm looking for, and we'll see what we do going into next week. Take care. Peace out.